Welcome to our first video in the Tower Defense series. My name is Gergő Kovács and I am the developer of the game Ghostboy. In this video series, we will guide you behind the curtain. We will explain some of the systems we are using in our game and explain some of the concepts that we came up with. So fasten your seatbelt and enjoy the ride. What is the most basic system that every major game has? A health system. If you have a character that can be hurt or an enemy that can be destroyed, then you will definitely need this system. It needs to be called when someone attacks another, when someone regenerates their health, or where someone just dies because it ran out of life. But this kind of action happens a lot in different kind of objects too, especially with tower defense games. That's why we needed a system that can do all of this regardless of the object's type. So let's see what this system looks like. First, we had to create a base class. This class holds the most basic information about the object. One of them is the status of the object. We used a health parameter that represents the amount of life it has left. But we also needed the maximum health too, so that the object can get infinite health from the regeneration. In our game, all objects produce spirit points when they die. These spirit points can be used throughout our game, so we needed to contain this information too. The third variable is just the name of the object for logging and UI purposes. There are some basic functions these objects have to implement. It can be attacked. To attack, we needed parameters, so we created an attack parameters class to hold this information, like the attack strength. There is an unusual parameter among them, the isContinuous parameter. We have two types of attacks in the game. One of it is a one-time attack, and the other is continuous. When a continuous attack is applied to an object, then it should use the delta time parameter for calculating the damage. The last parameter is the type of the attacker. This will be useful for more type-based reactions from the objects. This function can be expanded later so that every object has an opportunity to react to the attacks differently. The last thing this base class needs is a run out of life event. Every object can create this event differently, but the basic option is to destroy the object immediately. This generic class is expanded and reused throughout our project, and a lot of the functions are expanded with it. Let's see some examples. As you know, in tower defense games there are towers and enemies. These enemies should be varied so that the player has to rethink their strategy every new level. Some of our enemy likes to ignore attacks on certain towers. This is one of the expansions of the attack functions. In other cases, the towers are using projectiles to fire to the enemies. But there is a tower that uses a laser for this. In this case, we have to use continuous attacking. There was another special case as well. We made an enemy that can repel any projectile in a given time frame. This way it can be hurt only in certain times. And that's it. That was the introduction of our health system. Tell us what you want to know about next, but until then, make sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.